Dogs are often referred to as man's best friend, but what if this best friend could actually save your life? The Honig family has high hopes for their dog, Honey, that Honey can do just that.
Sophia was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes 3 weeks after her 5th birthday.
Sophia is now 9 years old and soon to be 10. Diabetes are a 24/7 disease. So we're constantly monitoring her sugar, carbs, dealing with her highs, her lows. One day everything will be perfect, the next day everything will be out of whack.
My blood sugar is 120 and I'm going down.
There's 2 different devices that Sophia wears all the time. One is an insulin pump and the other one is a continuous glucose monitor. It's not a perfect science. We are constantly chasing a number, trying to keep her in her range. The biggest fear are nighttime lows when Sophia's sleeping.
She can go into cardiac arrest and die very quickly if she goes too low.
We're constantly living with that fear all the time. We had heard about diabetic alert dogs and how they are able to predict a blood sugar change 15 minutes before a device can.
And that's when we decided we would hire Carly.
I am training Honey, who is a yellow Labrador Retriever and currently 5 months old, to be a diabetic alert dog for Sophia. I'm gonna place these on the floor. The idea for Honey is to detect both Sophia's low blood sugar and her high blood sugar so that she can stay safe and be healthy.
When Sophia's blood sugar levels drop, we get a sample of her saliva, write what her blood sugar was at that particular time, and then we put it in the freezer.
When I train Honey, I use Sophia's low blood sugar samples. And we're gonna go ahead and grab an 80 because we train on the higher side of Sophia's lows so that Honey learns to pick up her blood sugar dropping as soon as it happens. I'm gonna take Honey up to each one and she's gonna tell me which one the sample is in. Yes, good girl. My ultimate goal for Honey is to be able to do nighttime alerts, which is the hardest thing for a dog to do. Wake themselves up out of their own sleep so that they can help their person.
That's a huge benefit for us as parents, to know that Sophia's safe at nighttime.
I can totally see that they're gonna love each other.
We're joined by Stephanie, Sophia, Carly, and beautiful little Honey. Aww. Sweet, I should say sweet little Honey. I have to ask, why did you end up deciding that this was probably the best option?
Honey is another tool for us to make the most educated decisions and to feel that Sophia's safe at night, safe all the time, and so we don't worry as much.
So my understanding is actually Honey can detect changes in her blood sugar levels 15 minutes before her own glucose monitor.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And it must be, Carly, it must be amazing for you to work with these dogs who are so intuitive and such a strong sense. So it has to be so rewarding for you.
Oh, incredibly. The number one question that I always get asked is, how do you give these dogs up? How do you give them to someone else after you've spent 2 years of your life with them? And it's because I know they have a greater purpose. I know she's going to go live with Sophia, and she needs her.
So Sophia, do you get to bond with Honey? Do you get to spend some time with her?
Yes, once a week usually.
And is it true that Honey will end up learning 80-some commands?
Yes. Yep, she'll learn 80 different commands for her to go in public access so that Sophia has complete control over Honey in kind of every situation and where she's going and what she's doing. A few of them are for the diabetic side of it, but a lot of them is the public access.
So that she can be a service dog and kind of go with her everywhere, is that? Got it.
I just think this, look, I applaud you. I think this is not only, in many ways, it's such a progressive use of an amazing animal, but how cool to have a loyal companion who's also in many ways the best medical aid you could ever ask for. And I mean, we have all this new technology, but there's a reason why dogs are man's best friend. Honey, thank you for coming on the show. And if you want more information about service animals, we'll have a link on our website, thedoctorstv.com. We'll be right back.